In today's session, we are going to cover this topic in your first module. This is the last topic prescribed, which is photonic crystal fibers. In short, we call them PCF, photonic crystal fibers. We have seen that how the normal optical fiber are used for working, how they are used for light wave propagation. We have a core material, we have a cladding. Core will be having a refractive index, say N1, and cladding is having a refractive index En2, and the condition is N1 should be greater than N2. This is your conventional optical fiber construction, and the working will be, single mode, multi-mode. There are different types. We have seen all those concepts in the previous sessions. Okay, this is about your conventional optical fiber. So we have seen optical fibers till now comprising of a solid silica core, and cladding regions in which the light is guided by the core. Definitely, whatever the ray enters, it will be into the core material, and through the principle of total internal reflection, the light wave propagates. Right? And we know that the core will be having its a refractive index slightly higher than that of the cladding. This is about the conventional fiber. The first point includes a new class of microstructure. See the word microstructure, because if you look at its structure, we have in the structure some airy holes are incorporated into it. Okay, I have even shared few images in your WhatsApp groups. You can go through it, how actually the three-dimensional view you can look at it. What we discuss here, I will try to explain you, but the front view of that too, the immediate front view, the mouth opening, okay, that is shown. So a new class of microstructure containing a fine array of air holes. See, array of air holes, series of air holes will be there, running longitudinally in the sense, अगर ये आपका optical fiber है, then how the holes they will look like. They run along the optical fiber. Okay, for example, if this is your core, this is your cladding, assume this is your optical fiber structure. If I take one slice out of this, slice in the sense, imagine एक bread roll है, आप उसको slices में cut कर रहे हो. You know how the slicing appears. So each slice will have certain holes. So if you just imagine each hole, it is running longitudinally along the length. अगर यहाँ पर एक front view में एक आपको hole दिखेगा, this actually hole, it is present throughout. It's like a capillary tube. Okay, long. So hope you can imagine how the structure looks. Okay. So how these new photonic crystal fibers are formed? These new microstructures, they are containing the fine array of air holes running longitudinally down the cladding. Okay, I'm using the word cladding, not the core. Okay, because once we go for the structure, you will understand where the air holes are formed actually in the structure. Initially, it was called holy fibers. Holy in the sense, it's not spiritual holy. Holy in the sense, it contains holes. Holy fibers. Later it is renamed, termed as photonic crystal fiber, maybe because of its structure and resemblance to the crystalline structure of a lattice. Okay, for a PCF, for this photonic crystal fiber, the effective refractive index, we have already studied what is effective refractive index, right? Because as we are having two different refractive indices, core and the cladding, the effective refractive index which a light will observe will be in between them. which in the earlier session we have seen. So this effective refractive index for this PCF of a cladding depends on, I am using the word cladding itself again and again, here also cladding, here also cladding, because these airy holes what are there in the structure, they are in that cladding portion. Okay, it depends on the wavelength used, okay, wavelength, and the size and pitch of the holes. Okay, I will tell you what is this pitch. Once you see the structure, you will understand. Basically, there are two types in PCF. One is index guided PCF or index guiding PCF. The other one is photonic band gap fiber, PBF probably. First, let us see index guiding PCF. This is your front section view. Okay, it is simply like this. Along, it is this in this way. You can just view it. A three-dimensional view. And you can see there are holes formed in the structure in this, and these holes, they are all spaced and they are arranged in the form of a hexagon. Roughly you can see it resembles to a hexagon. And if you see, all these holes, they are placed in the cladding material, because in an optical fiber, the inside material is your core and the outer one is the cladding. Here you can see there is, the holes are placed in the cladding itself, and there is no separate bifurcation, line, the separate cylinders, like two different concentric cylinders are placed one inside the other. But within the material, these airy holes, they are formed in the cladding region, and in between, whatever empty you can see, this is your material. Okay, probably silica, with which your cladding is made of. So this is your silica material in between, whatever you can see, and center part. Okay, even though no separate, I have not what the boundary is not formed, the line boundary is not formed. Still you can see some space inside in this at the center. This part is your core, and this is a solid high index core. Solid in the sense what? It is filled. Okay, it is not hollow. It is what? The structure looks something like this. See, there are holes. Okay, many holes, and these holes are running throughout the structure inside. And here at the center, you have high index fiber core. This is made up of a glass. So obviously, this whatever first category I'm discussing, it works on basically the principle of total internal reflection itself. You can see here, even though it is a solid one, through it the rays are passing, total internal reflection is happening, and these small capillaries, you can see, they are your holes. So this is your front view. Okay, from this section I'm showing you this view, this front view, detailed section I'm showing you. One more figure, let me show you. This one, solid core, right? At the center, you don't have a separate core, boundary kind of a core, but in at the center you have no holes, which indicates your core, who is having higher refractive index. And here it is clearly visible. Yes, here you can see at the center you have a core. I'm talking now about the first category of PCF, that is index guiding PCF. Okay, this is the structure. If you observe the structure, the holes are placed, they are all they are, the array of holes are there in a hexagonal fashion, they are arranged, and there are many different ways they can be arranged. This one sample I have shown you. The center part indicates the core, and these holes, they are all the holes which are in the cladding. So that's why it is cladding with the embedded holes. This is a coating on this fiber. You can see each hole is having a diameter small d, and you can see the spacing between two holes, okay, which are equidistant here. The spacing between two holes, it is called pitch, and it is denoted by a symbol in Greek letter. This is also called lambda. We have heard this as lambda. This is also called lambda. So this is the pitch. Figure shows a two-dimensional cross-sectional end view. Remember, it is end view. जो front, जो mouth होता है optical fiber का, that I am showing you. The end view of the structure of index guiding PCF. The major difference between this index guiding PCF and your conventional optical fiber is that the air holes are there in the PCF. Yes, obviously we don't have any air holes in the cladding of our usual normal optical fibers. So the fiber here, it has a solid core which is surrounded by the cladding, and the cladding region contains these airy holes, right? And they are running along the length, that is longitudinally, throughout the optical fiber. The airy holes, they are having the diameter d. I'm just explaining you the structure, and a pitch lambda. Even though both core and cladding are made of same material, you can see here. See here, this structure you can observe. In a single material, holes are formed. You know, this is just looking like your what? Can anybody give me one example of this structure? Whether it resembles to which one of your common day-to-day life item which you use? Fine. So we will resume it to the structure. We were discussing about this PCF. So just try to imagine how the structure looks like. So I was discussing, even though both core and cladding are made of same material, okay, एक ही material में आपको cladding space में आपको holes मिलेंगे. In between here at the center you have no holes. This is your core material. So material is same, just that the airy holes are placed in the cladding. So because of this, what happens is the air holes, they will lower the refractive index of the cladding. Because of the presence of air holes in that cladding portion, okay, the boundary, outer extreme regions, what will happen? Uska refractive index kam ho jayega, and since for air, what is the refractive index? It is equal to 1. And for silica, what is silica? 1.45. I think in the previous session we have seen the fiber materials 1.45 to 1.57, some range was there. So for silica it was 1.45. The same structure I have drawn it one more time. Whatever structure I have shown you here in the first, they both are the categories or the configurations of index guiding PCF only. I don't think that whatever I have shown you here with the this solid holes, they are not the filled ones. I'm just indicating you that they are airy holes. So airy holes है तो मुझे actually structure ऐसे draw करना पड़ेगा, showing the empty inside, but I have filled it with some black color, indicating don't think that it is fully solid. It is actually the air hole. Okay. And the structure you can see, it is a hexagon. So figure shows two different index guided photonic crystal fiber structures. See here, dark areas, they are actually the air holes. So don't get confused, वो solid नहीं है. Dark indicates the air holes. However, जो in between spacing है, that indicates your material with which your fiber is made. And the second case is also, but in second case you can see uniformity maintained nahi hai, size of the air holes. Even though they are the pitch is the same, the distance between the holes is same, but their sizes they are different. So even that the operation, just now we have just gone through the major effective refractive index of this one point of the cladding. It depends on the wavelength, the size and pitch of the holes. So this is very important. In the second configuration of this PCF, even though the pitch is the same, their diameter or the area of those air holes is different. In both the cases, you can see at the center you have a solid high refractive index core at the center. So this solid core, it is surrounded by a cladding region containing the air holes. Okay, figure A comprises a hexagonal array of air holes, and the figure B, it is the air holes. They are not uniform in size and they do not extend too far from the core. So they are very equal, बहुत near to core हैं structure में. Some of the advantages of PCF over your conventional optical fibers. First, it has very low losses. Okay, attenuation losses are low. The ability to transmit high optical power levels and high resistance to darkening effect. If you remember, I had explained you in the introductory classes of optical fiber communication, what is a darkening effect? Whenever these optical fibers are used in the nuclear environment, due to this nuclear radiations, there may be a chance that there are nucleus, what all the protons, neutrons, those things will be there. The structure I'm talking about, the material with which it is made of. So because of that, the structure will deviate and there is a breakage, chance of breakage of the optical fiber. So these are high resistance to darkening effects. Then they support single mode of operation over the wavelengths ranging from 300 nanometers to more than 2000 nanometers. This is the wavelength range that they support for single mode operation. Then the mode field area, we have seen what is MFD in the previous sessions. MFD is what? Whatever field which is concentrated, the modes of circular waveguide, we have optical fiber, we have seen. They are concentrated moreover at the core and some tapering at the cladding. So if we assume this is ideally, this is a Gaussian distribution. So whatever the field distribution is there in this core region, this we call it MFD. So the mode field diameter of, I'm talking about area here, not the diameter. Area of a PCF, it is greater than say 300 micrometer square compared to 80 micrometer square, which 80 micrometer square is for your conventional optical fibers. And because of this high mode field diameter or mode field area, this will allow the PCF to transmit high optical power levels. That's why the first one is low losses, ability to transmit high optical power levels because of the high mode field diameter value. And without encountering non-linear effects exhibited by the standard fibers. These are some of the advantages listed for index guided PCF over your conventional optical fibers. Now coming to the second type, photonic band gap fiber. Let me just show you the figure. You only try to analyze what is the difference between the two structures. Okay, you can observe what difference you find in both the structures. I think holes are present here also, and they are also arranged in the hexagonal fashion, and holes are present in the cladding only. Here also hexagonal fashion, holes are there in the cladding. What difference you find in both the structures? Core, very good. So observe the core here At the center, see, there is no separate bifurcation of the core, and that's why we consider this core, it is actually solid, okay, completely filled with the material. But if you see here, it is a hollow, core is hollow here with air, so refractive index is equal to 1. Good, core. So core is the main difference between those two structures. Here also you can see, this is hollow core, okay, throughout this will run. I have not shown you here, only that much. Okay, coming to the structure of the second type, photonic band gap fiber. See the structure. The airy holes, they are in the cladding itself. That too, they are arranged in the form of array of hexagonal array. Okay, and even each hole will be having its own diameter. You have a pitch. The spacing between the two holes is a pitch. You have a coating even for this fiber, and holes are in the cladding, they are embedded in the cladding. But the difference is the central part, that is the air core. There earlier it was solid core, here it is hollow core. Figure shows two-dimensional cross-sectional view of this structure of photonic band gap fiber, PBG. In contrast to index guiding PCF, okay, in contrast, in opposite to, here the fiber has a hollow core. Earlier we had solid core, here it is having hollow core that is surrounded by the cladding region, and cladding region contains the airy holes which are running along the length of the fiber, and air holes, they are having the diameter d and the pitch lambda. And wavelengths within this PBG, okay, wavelengths, they are prevented from traveling in the cladding, okay, because of the hollow structure of the core. So whatever the waves travel, they are prevented to enter the cladding, and hence they are confined, they are restricted to travel in the region where the index is lower than the surrounding material. Fine. So the functional principle of this is very much similar to the periodic crystalline lattice in the semiconductor. So you might have studied in the chemistry the crystalline lattice structure of materials, and I have used the word periodic. So what is this periodic? I hope I have shared one slide, the image with you. If I have not shared, I will share it with you. Just it will differentiate one dimensional, two dimensional, and three dimensional periodic lattice structure. I have it with me. I think I have not shared. I will share it with you. You will understand what is the difference and what do you mean by this periodic. Okay. So the functional principle behind this is same. What is the functional principle is, it will block whatever electrons they are they are having from occupying the band gap region. So you know what is a band gap, right? Energy levels will be there will be a band gap. So it will block the electrons from entering into the band gap region. So that is the basic principle behind this type of fibers. So in PBG structure, core acts as a defect. I'm talking about the crystalline structure. In analogous to that, I'm talking core acts as a defect, which will create a region in which the light can propagate. So जहाँ पर defect होगा वहाँ पे light travel होगी. It is something like that. You know, एक sheet ले लो आप, उसमें अगर आप defect है, defect in the sense crack or hole, even in your tanks also, जहाँ पर भी defect होगा, crack होगा, वहीं से leakage होता है, right? So here in this case, core acts as a defect. So through core, the light travels. So core will act as a defective region. Okay, come in analogous to the crystalline structure I'm talking about. So two important again configurations of these are shown here. I have taken the image here. Okay, these are the two structures. You can see this is one structure spacing. This is one more. Again, don't consider whatever these dark indicates what it's not solid. वो आपको स्पेसिंग होल्स दिखा रहे हैं. Okay, these are the two structures specified in the textbook. So these fibers, dark areas, what they are indicating? They are indicating the air. Okay, they are having, air is having low refractive index, which is what, 1. And the areas which are in between, white, जो भी spacing है, वो high refractive index होगा, जो material है. A and B. The first figure shows a honeycomb design of the fiber, and figure B shows a triangular array of air holes. This is your honeycomb design and triangular array. Fine. So this is about your photonic crystal fibers, two types. And finally, one statement I have included: whatever these fibers are there, crystalline structure, they enable more than 98% of the guided field energy to propagate into the air regions. So 98%, not bad. Most of the power should be, or energy or field should be guided within the core material itself for our conventional optical fiber. So 98% of these guided fiber field energy, it will be in this air regions. So with this, we have completed the first module. We will be starting with the next session, module 2, transmission characteristics of optical fibers. Okay. Transmission characteristics of optical fibers. Let's study what is the attenuation, what is absorption, scattering, the different losses, what is dispersion. These are very common terms associated with optics. You might have studied this in brief, but let's see what are the expressions, what are the conditions, what are the effects of these different aspects. Okay, we will study it in the next section.